We knew this was happening. We knew this was coming. I read the opinion. I gave a first glance about an hour ago. I'm probably going to read it again. This opinion, it's concerning to me because I don't think this is the last transgender athlete Supreme Court case that we're going to get. But what I think the court is trying to do is that uh, pay. They're trying to pave the way for, and this is just my opinion. They're trying to pave the way for transgender plaintiffs to no longer be able to bring viable constitutional claims to the court. It was something in the dissent by Sotomayor, Justice Sotomayor, where basically she discussed how in the majority opinion, the majority jumped to a lot of conclusions without allowing the plaintiffs and the lower courts to really engage in the fact finding that is necessary to um, to develop um, to develop the arguments, meaning allowing evidence to be brought in to develop the arguments to see if these laws violate the equal protection clause. They focus on the equal protection clause because everybody was in agreement for the most part, even the dissenters, that these transgender sports bans, there was no Title IX violation. But as regarding equal protection clause, the dissent felt like there was grounds for a case, and that there should be a possibility for the plaintiffs in the case to develop their record at the particularly at the district court level, and just a blanket, oh, this is not this discrimination on sex is permissible under the law, and there's no Title IX or no Equal Protection Clause violations. It precludes transgender people in this particular situation from able to develop their cases. And what we know will likely happen is that the holding in this case will then be applied to the next case when it's the next transgender issue of the day. And I have concerns, and I don't think it's a reach that the court is eventually trying to set the stage. One, to plainly state, they have yet to really state it in their past cases that transgender people are not a protected class. But I think they want to set up the stage to finally get that perfect case where they can state it, and that anything regarding specifically gender identity or transgender people, and that anything regarding transgender people will always be in rational basis review. It'll never be heightened scrutiny. It'll never be strict scrutiny or intermediate scrutiny. Um, I feel that that's what the Supreme Court is trying to set up when it comes to transgender people. But this is the decision that we have today. Um, Idaho and West Virginia's bans will be allowed to stand. And this is just where we are. Justice Clarence Thomas can eat a big. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but it's just like just the blatant transphobia, and you did not have to write that concurrent opinion, but you wanted to you wanted to put that in there, so he's just so annoying. But this is just where we are. And the Supreme Court also released some other decisions today. I know the other decision about birthright citizenship came out today, where they did uphold it, but it was three dissenting opinions. Justice Thomas was on that. Surprise, surprise. But this is our country. This is our country. Oh, Lord. Well, these are my thoughts. I might do a deeper dive on the opinion and just a deeper dive on the things that were not stated in this opinion and the other opinions. But yeah, I really think that the Supreme Court is trying to set a course so that they can finally say that trans people, they kind of already said it in this case. They don't want us on the girls team. They don't talk about us being on the boys team, but there's no place for trans people to go. Is what we're witnessing is real time is erasing transgender people from public life and from public society, and like using case law, using legal theory to push us to the margins. Insofar as in the majority, they don't even refer to us as transgender people. They refer to us as biological males. Biological males. So like it's to see that this is happening in real time, and then Justice Thomas doesn't even say biological males. He just men who think that they are women. Shout out to Justice Sotomayor and Justice Jackson for humanizing us in their dissenting opinions, because that was definitely lacking from the majority opinion, and the recognition that these were not big old men trying to be women. In the West Virginia case, this was a middle school trans girl, and then the Idaho case, because um, when I was at Lawyers Committee, I helped to author a amicus brief. This was this was a young trans college girl that wanted to try out. These weren't these big burly men coming on to the team, and even in the opinion, um, ever since that ban in Idaho, that Lindsay has been the only girl who's ever tried to play on the girls' sports team. So it's just I'm still processing. I'm probably going to read the opinion again, and if I decide to go live later about this topic, I'll let y'all know.